Hi everybody, Sarah Ombres here with the Rothwell Center for Teaching and Learning Excellence. There are lots of great benefits to providing video feedback to your students versus the traditional text-based feedback. And each of the benefits that we're going to talk about on this page are coming from the article listed at the bottom of the page. The use of video technology for providing feedback to students can enhance the feedback experience for staff and students. So the first benefit to providing video feedback is that it's considered more personal and as having more depth than the traditional text-based feedback. Students really don't like feeling like the feedback that they receive from you is just copied and pasted from student to student. So obviously if you're recording your feedback via video, then it's really clear that you are talking to that specific student and that you've customized and personalized that feedback for that student. This feedback also creates a much more personal connection. Students are going to easily be able to tell that you actually read their submission and also that you are a real person providing real, valuable feedback. Another thing that is helpful is that you can easily highlight the importance of certain points. So you can use all kinds of nonverbal cues, such as your expression, your tone, your speed, and your phrasing. And these can all help you to highlight what is really important in the feedback that you're giving. So if you say, for example, I really liked your use of examples here. They were very powerful. Students are going to hear that in your tone and in your inflection and what you choose to emphasize. And students are going to appreciate that because they're going to hear your excitement and your passion for what they're talking about. Now, video feedback can be used to provide general and student-specific feedback. Obviously, if you're providing general class feedback, you wouldn't necessarily call out an individual student, but maybe you want to record a video where you reflect on the overall submissions as a whole. So maybe you talk about how the best papers included this element. I did notice a few of you made this mistake, so keep that in mind moving forward. Or next time I would like to see more of this in all of your papers, and so on. So in addition to that specific student feedback, you can also use this as a great way to provide general feedback. Maybe you just post it as an announcement in your Canvas course for your students. Another benefit of video feedback is that it's more engaging for students. I know sometimes as instructors we can really feel like we spend all of this time typing out and providing really valuable feedback, and we wonder if students even took the time to read the feedback beyond what their grade was on the page. So research has shown that video feedback is much more engaging than text-based feedback. It's also not something that can just be skimmed like written feedback, possibly leading the student to miss out on really important information. You really have to watch the whole video to get all of that feedback, and so your students are going to be much more likely to hear all of your feedback when you give it in video format. Finally, video feedback can also make you, as the instructor, appear a lot more approachable. I think this is especially true in our online courses where students may never actually see you unless you choose to do something like this. And so when you record your video feedback and you share it with your students, you're becoming so much more than just written text on the other side of the computer. You are a real person. If you have a warm and approachable tone in your video feedback, students are going to most likely feel a lot more comfortable contacting you in the future if they have questions or issues as well.